We are back on the 3-star challenge in Mario Kart World. Now, last episode, which was admittedly, to you it's been a couple weeks, for me it's been about 4 months, we made it all the way up to here. So we need to do the Banana Cup now. And I'm thinking, and I think that that's going to be good. So the way that we did this, if you're new, I fixed the 3-star challenge by quite literally, and we go to Peach Beach, and now what we do is we drive through the cups, and instead of doing them in Grand Prix, because that would force an intermission, I instead do them as a versus race. And then I know that I would have a 3-star equivalent because in World, the only way to get 3 stars is to get 60 points. And that means as long as I do that, as long as I get the 360 points and I win all 4 races, I know for sure that's equivalent to 3 stars, and then I've beaten the challenge. Which actually, this does, I will say, this improves the game tremendously. Now, it has been a few months since I've played. And I'm not, I would not say I'm as proficient at World as I am at, say, 8 Deluxe or Wii. Part of that's on me, because I just, it is, well, it's entirely on me. If we're being honest. I know that, some people really like World. I think World has all the makings of a great game, but is ruined by the intermissions. That's my opinion on it. And that makes it, I still think it's one of the weaker entries because of that. But since I last played, they did update a lot about it. They've added in a ton of things that I think actually needed to be in based on my How to Fix Mario Kart World video. Is it brilliant? No. But I'm also realistically, they aren't going to remove the intermissions from Grand Prix, so it's probably about as good as it's going to get without DLC. And for what it is, if you regard this as Mario Kart's Breath of the Wild, which was a great game, but flawed in a couple of ways, it's actually pretty chill. And I know, I could spend a lot of time learning all the tricks and stuff for World and, all the good spots to wall ride and kind of... Part of me wants to do that as a challenge, as a series, and if you are interested in that, leave a comment, let me know. I think I would be willing to do that. I actually also don't think it's... Oh no, I guess there is definitely a shortcut of some variety up there. Holy... That's the other issue I don't love. I don't love the rubber banding. I get that it kind of wants to make things feel close, so Shortcut can compete with Little Timmy, and it doesn't feel entirely unfair. But for the rest of us, it just feels very frustrating. You are so serious right now. I'm not kidding when I say 99% of this game's problems could be solved if you simply removed the intermission tracks from the game. They really shouldn't be there. Nope. And now we have to... Wait. What do you mean restart? I wasn't there last episode. Oh, that's huge. That's a huge improvement. That's a huge quality of life improvement. That's actually huge. The other thing, they've kind of improved the feeling in water. I don't feel as stuck in place anymore, you know what I mean? which is actually kind of nice. I definitely want to spend some time with some of these tracks. So like, no, this actually is starting to feel, this feels better. This feels better than it did the last time I played it. I'm not sure if that's, I'm not sure why that is, but something has definitely been done on an engine level. Wow, that shortcut was useless. Something that this feels infinitely better. Like this definitely, I can feel the difference. I don't know what it is that's different, but like there is definitely a difference. Like there's 100% like this feels better. Ah, there's the problem. There's another issue. But you guys really, I don't think you really want to hear me complaining about it constantly. Okay, let's hold this for a little while. See, I can take this. This feels better. It honestly does. That feels way better. And things feel tighter. Things feel like... That just feels better. That feels better as like... Yeah, 100%. All right, Dino Jungle was the next one. And then we go to Great Question Block Ruins. The older tracks I'm definitely going to be a little more comfortable on. Okay, apparently it didn't... Some things it doesn't... I'm not sure if it's an artifact of me having not played this game for a while, but it definitely feels like some things are not quite how they used to be. And that isn't like, there isn't anything necessarily wrong with that, but it doesn't feel... Yeah, I don't mess with it in the same way in some areas, but they like the water section feels way better. Like I'm not even doing this to the full potential of of how unhinged the driving can be, and this feels better. Like it, that's what I mean from a pure driving standpoint. When you're actually using the new mechanics, this is like so good. And I'm not even using most of them. Like this is kind of like Mario Kart's Breath of the Wild moment. It's a whole shift on the formula, and there are some things that aren't quite right, but they will fix it probably in the next entry. No, this is functional. Anyway, as I was saying, the other thing that I did recently, I just want to, before I lose my train of thought, is I decided that I'm not gonna risk storage Geddon, and I ordered myself a 1 terabyte microSD express card for my Switch 2. I figure it was 30% off, and I'm probably gonna make up the cost in digital sales. So why not? And it has actually worked, and I think it will work out. And it means I will now have like the max storage capacity for my Switch. Going into oh yeah, I just smuggled. Oh, I smuggled the daylights out of this. Alright. Let's see if we can go ahead and just use this up. Come on, shock dodge. Hold steady. Yes, there we go. Is we'll use get whatever extra speed boost we were gonna get, and we got it. That is 1 3-star equivalent down in the 3-star challenge. Now I think that puts us. I want to get at least the next. I want to get the next cup done too, and I think then I'm going to finish that out, finish out the cups, then we can do the knockout tours, and then life will be good. But anyway, as I was saying, so I think I'm going to leave, I got my 1 terabyte card, and then I'm going to put my existing one on my regular Switch, and then I'm going to put the 256 one I currently have in my Switch, that's going to go into the Steam machine when I get it, so that I can have... So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Steam machine when I get it, and then that'll be good. I also might sell it, depending on how I feel. Like, I don't need to sell it, but I might just do it. But I also don't want to sell it in case I need to buy another one for storage to get in. It also lets me have an emergency 256 gig if I need it. Which is not in and of itself a bad thing. The other thing I have to do at some point is to update my computer to Tahoe, and I've been putting it off because I'm kind of hoping Apple will fix it before I have to, but yeah, I don't love it. My new phone has iOS 26, and I have to admit I'm starting to like Liquid Glass a bit, but I'm like. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's the old 7 to 18 aesthetic was like, or the old iOS 7 to 18 aesthetic was better. Like, mainly because it wasn't such a RAM and GPU hog. Like, there's pretty much no reason for, like, it's just such a hog, and it takes up so it takes up so much GPU power, and like Apple clearly didn't optimize at all. It was like, guys, fix. How come blue shells are only ever happen to everyone? Only ever happen to me. Okay, we're just gonna time this properly. All right, come on. Oh no. Hold steady. Yes. Yes. But yeah, basically at this point, I should be able to ride out the storm. Like, well, that's not true. I have to upgrade my computer at some point, but like, and I have to get the Steam machine, but that shouldn't be too expensive. Or I shouldn't. Put it this way, like, I should be able to do that now that I have my big boy job. That starts in February, and before February starts, I'm gonna have to make an update on the future of the channel because there's some things that are gonna have to change around here. now that I actually have stuff going on in my life. Well, I mean, I had stuff going on before, but like being a university student's different, just in terms of like time availability and all that, and. Like, it's there's going to need to be some differences, because mainly this has now kind of become, like, I'm going to touch on it a bit more in that video, but like, one of the biggest issues, of course, is that now, like, this is very much going to become a hobby of mine. So, like, there's upload consistency. It'll probably still happen, maybe, but well, we'll see. I haven't fully decided what's going to happen yet. Like, I like keeping my stuff at like a scheduled time. At Saturdays at 9 a.m. My time really works out for me because I'm like, hey, you wake up to a new video to start your weekend, and that actually does work out really nice. And it's like a routine, so you guys expect that. I'm gonna go the other way. I always go directly into the cave. I'm gonna go the other way and see what happens. Let's see where this takes us. We have definitely have the room to make that happen. Look at that. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Really don't use a lot of the new mechanics on this track, do we? There you go. Yeah, no, this was good. This was good. So that puts us at 30, and then we should be able to... Oh, we're going to go to the cinema. I actually really like Boo Cinema as a track. Like, this game in so many ways is so good, and yet, in one critical way, sort of isn't. That having been said, I only paid $70 for it, so... Like... I don't feel as bad. I saw that this was a... That's not a thing. I forgot how aggressive Lakitu was. I actually have forgotten how aggressive Lakitu was in World. I feel like they must have nerfed him a little. But I don't play on the intermission tracks, so I don't really have enough information to say one way or the other. Oh, this one. I keep forgetting this is... Part of me keeps forgetting this is mirror mode. I don't know, my brain just decided that this is how things are now. Wonder if they'll ever add 200cc. They probably could. Oh my goodness. I clutched. We clutched at the very last minute. I did not think we were going to clutch. Wow. Baby Peach and I were right up there with each other. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, we just need a tiny bit more. Just give us this track. Give us this on first place and we win. That'll be good. That'll be a big win. Yeah. There we are. This is gonna be a deep fried. It was about to be a deep fried cow, but then it wasn't. Come on, long live His Holiness the Cow. Come on, come on. There we go. Up there. Okay, hold on. What? Excuse me? I feel like that should be wall rideable. I'm just saying, Nintendo, like, I feel like that should have been... That really isn't on me at that point. That's... It definitely should not have... Whoa. What on earth is it doing? There's actually no way. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, there's actually no way that's how I lose that. I would have been so mad. That's just weird though. That wall ride and their rail grind on the second lap should have worked. I'm very confused as to why it didn't. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, we got 2 more cups done. We're probably gonna finish out mirror mode on the cups next episode. So if this is content you want to see more, please leave the video a like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. And lets me know this is something you want to see more of. And otherwise, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.